Hi!
Hi!
I'm Sarah.
I'm Emma.
And we are Ctrl+Alt+Jelly.
Welcome to our first skit, where we will be talking about anything we want to.
Exactly. And today's skit, Skit 1, is where we're going to be talking about the concept of our channel and how we got into K-pop.
We are not entirely sure yet what we're going to do on our channel. We know we want it to be K-pop. That's what we want to do. We have general ideas what we want to do, but we're still trying to narrow down what we want our channel to be.
And the overall concept of our channel, kind of hard to explain. I mean, it makes sense, but also, I don't know. So it's Ctrl+Alt+Jelly. We're kind of like a K-pop group. Like a name of a K-pop group-ish. Each of our, every video is going to be part of an album.
Yeah.
So we're going to have album whatever. This is our interview album. Every video in the album acts as a song. We're going to have album teasers, skits, which is what we're doing now, intros, outros, stuff like that, album-y things.
Ideally, each album will fall under a theme. The videos in the album don't necessarily have to correspond with the theme of the album, but it would be a huge bonus if they do.
We want to have a storyline of some sort to be cool, if we can. Because if we're a K-pop group, and we're having our albums and such, having a storyline would be kind of cool. But that's in the works. I mean, we have our jellyfish in our teaser video.
Yeah.
So incorporating them in the future would be fun.
Yeah. They're cool.
In some way.
Okay, so we want to try out as many songs as we want to figure out what we want to do. And we have ideas for them, but I mean, anything could work.
True. And these songs, there could be reoccurring ones. So if we have ideas for videos that could end up being multiple things. Like we do them multiple times. And we come back and do them, add them to different albums. So that's why we're not saying an album is going to be entirely cohesive.
Yeah.
In that aspect.
We came up with our own entertainment company that Ctrl+Alt+Jelly is under. It's called iDeck Entertainment.
So if that ever pops up, that's what that means.
I don't know. Should we tell them what that means, or secret?
Secret? I mean, I feel like...
I mean, if you figure out what iDeck means, let us know. Then you'll be awesome.
It's really simple.
It's super simple.
You look at it, you're like...
I get it.
Makes sense. All right, so that's the gist of our concept of the channel. Okay, so one day I got home from school, and as like every other time when I got home from school, I always liked to look at YouTube because I would get bored. So I was looking at the trending, scrolling. I think it was at the top. It was BTS Boy With Love. April 12th, 2019. I clicked on it because I was curious. I was bored. So I listened to it and it started and I was like, oh, this is really good. Wow. And as the song progressed, I gradually got more impressed. I thought, especially Suga's rapping part. Because before that point, I wouldn't say I liked rap at all.
Yeah, me too.
But just, he popped up, and I didn't even really know that K-pop had rapping in it. I mean, before that, I had heard Mic Drop on the radio a couple of times. I had heard of K-pop. This was whatever Mic Drop came out, 2018. I had heard it a few times on the radio, and I knew it was BTS because they would say, "Oh, BTS song," but I obviously didn't get into it at that time. So I never really paid attention to it, so I didn't know there was rapping and singing. I knew there was dancing, I would think. Can't really remember. But I watched the video. I was super impressed. I thought, oh, this is very much a bop. A real bopper, as I say. So, so I added it to my small playlist. I didn't really listen to very much music, but I added it. And as it would come on, I would get really excited. I really liked listening to this song. I thought it was really good. Like you like it, right?
Yeah,
Boy with Love's
awesome.
Bop. Wow. Real bopper. So after watching it and adding it to my playlist, occasional BTS videos would pop up on my recommended feed. So I remember vividly watching their Saturday Night Live performances. Which ones did they do? Boy with Love and Mic Drop, I think. And I remember reading the comments, and everyone was talking about, wow, they're singing live and stuff. And I was super shocked because they sound amazing. So I would keep on watching live performances and stuff. And I should mention that the language never really bothered me. I didn't really care that it was in Korean. So that was never an issue for me. So I would listen to all of that, and after a while, I think maybe a week or two, I decided, okay, I'm curious. I want to learn the members. And everyone knows when you want to learn the members, that's when it gets bad. So I sat down and I watched a guide of some sort, and I learned them, and then I started listening to more of their songs, and then pretty soon they were all I watched and listened to. For whatever reason, I really wanted to show other people BTS. Because, their discography was so amazing to me. I was watching all the music videos. I thought it was super duper impressive. So I started showing people, and a lot of people made fun of me at first for it. So, but I never really got discouraged by it. I still showed people, and soon they started to get into it as well. At first, BTS were solely what I listened to. But then I started to branch out a little bit more. I remember I listened to TXT, EXO, their title tracks, and One Us. But I still was thoroughly devoted to BTS, and I still am. But I'd say nowadays I'm more open to a whole bunch of groups, obviously. The next group that I found that I almost loved as much as BTS were NCT. I think, NCT. It's been 3 years with them, too, by this point.
Dang.
Hey, Chan. 3 years. Wow. Yeah, at that point, I listened to a lot of other artists. BTS are still number one. I like a whole bunch of different groups now. But that's basically where everything started.
So you said that when you first started listening to BTS, you added them to your playlist, and it was pretty small. How big would you say your playlist is now?
Okay, on Spotify, how I keep track of all the songs I like is I heart them. I think the last time I cognitively registered how many songs were on it, it was 950 something.
Yeah, because when I first asked you about it, it was like 700.
Yeah. So 950, I think. And my individual playlist that we made public, we both made one. That one's like 16 hours. I don't remember how many songs are in it. So those are like my favorite K-pop songs. I think there's 280 something maybe. I don't know. If you go onto our channel and you go to probably the About section, I think you can find it.
We were coming on our way back from Taco Bell. I was sitting with her in the back seat, and all of a sudden her brother says, oh, Sarah likes K-pop now.
I indeed did.
You did.
Yeah.
She proceeded to show me music videos, and a lot of them.
5, 6, because we were having internet issues.
Yeah. There was also a car on fire.
Yeah, I remember it was buffering really bad and I kept on getting mad. Because to watch it, you just gotta...
Yeah, you gotta immerse yourself
It's
in
the
it.
whole thing. So when it's buffering, that's so mad.
Yeah. After watching it, I was just like, yeah, Sarah, I mean, it sounds nice. I just don't think I could get into it because I don't understand what they're saying. She's like, oh yeah, that's okay. But she was disappointed.
I was disappointed, yes. But I could understand why that could be something that people wouldn't like, the language barrier. Just for me, it never mattered.
Yeah. And that was that. But I noticed that over like a long period of time, I was slowly forcing myself into K-pop. Every once in a while, I would look up, I would look up a music video, but I never really thought much about it. They were watching videos. I would just sit there, like music videos, Island. And then sometimes I would ask some questions, but like nothing serious.
Yeah.
But one day, you were watching music videos, and then all of a sudden I'm just go, what's that one music video you showed me? And then I proceeded to explain it to you. And I went into detail. I was very detailed.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember
Impressive.
like what the song sounded like. I could remember the music video though. And like you just kept on showing me video after video, and like I'm just like, no, that's not, nope. And then how long was like it was a few days for you where you like went home and
I was thinking
Yeah.
hard because I was very much questioning my BTS knowledge, because it would have only been BTS at that point
Yeah,
for
it
you.
would.
I was going through all their music videos in my head, and I could not think of what you were talking about.
yeah, so that's when I decided I should study a bit. And you know, the more I watched it, the more I was like, okay, these guys aren't bad. And then I started noticing a pattern. And then I came to a realization. I feel so bad for this.
You should.
I had like put together like 5 or 6 music videos and made them into one.
You confused me so bad.
And I was very impressed with the music video I made. Like, that was awesome.
You need to make it
Yeah.
at this point.
That was like where I would consider kind of the start of it. You're like watching a Run BTS episode. Episode 135 of Run BTS on March 30th,
Yeah.
2021.
It's the one where they're hiding random.
Jimin hides a
Objects.
shoe in a garbage can.
Yeah.
아, 진짜 이건 기본적이다, 얘들아. 그치? 끝났다. 끝났다.
So that was like, you know, you hit the ground and then you start running. I was confused the entire time, but also at the same time, I was just like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. So entertaining.
And then I went home and made Mom watch it. I was on the DL about it. It was between the Run BTS episode and Film Out where I started liking it. Because I remembered when I saw Film Out came out, I was just like, yes, I'm gonna watch this. And I watched it hard. And I was even watching it while you were like watching something else on the TV on my phone. I really was.
Didn't know that.
Okay, so then we did Bang Bang Con. That was actually pretty cool. Amazing sunrise, though.
Dude, yeah. I remember it was like before maybe the last or second to last concert. We went out and looked.
Yeah. April 17th, 2021.
So Bang Bang Con the second. I had to watch the first one by myself. I don't think you showed enthusiasm until sometime after Bang Bang Con.
Oh, yeah. Bang Bang Con pretty much solidified my obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always knew if you ever got into it, you would be in it hard. And that's when you fell.
That's when I fell hard. Like, you know, there's rock bottom, but you know there is something under rock bottom.
What is it?
The deep pit.
That's where you're at. Same.
I don't remember how much before we went to Walmart. Like, we went there some other time. Like, we went there for something else, and then you were looking at albums, and I was just like, okay, what album should I get?
I was like, wow.
I was
like,
very
you
down
really
low.
did not want to admit it.
Like, my way of admitting it was getting that album.
Yeah.
That was...
And you kind of walked around all creepy like.
Yeah, I, like, you know, we walked away, and then I disappeared, and I came back hiding an album, because I didn't want to admit that I had just gotten an album.
Mm.
I felt like a thief. I did not steal. I bought it. It took me a long time to get into another group. Like, you said it took you a few months.
Yeah, a few months. I think I got into NCT. I remember it would have... Boom was what really... Boom was the downward spiral. Because, yeah. So, I think Boom is July 2019. Mm-hmm. I didn't say, like, August was when I got into NCT. And I loved them almost as much as BTS.
Mm.
And ever since then. April, May, June, July. 3 months?
It took me a lot longer than you, though. I know that.
Yeah, you were very set on just BTS.
That's because, like, I didn't think there would be anybody that could... And you were showing me so many music videos, and I'm just like, eh.
Well, and then since you like autoplay so much, you had other groups playing on your autoplay, and I remember you got upset about it. I remember, I think it was during your very much BTS phase, was when I started showing you all the boys' music videos, because you said something really embarrassing about Eric.
I'm so sorry, Eric.
I don't know if I want to say it.
No.
I
didn't mean it.
So you said that, and then I remember that night I showed you all their music videos, and you're like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah, that was true. Like,
so you were very much set in your BTS ways.
Because I remember asking you, which song do you really not care for?
And then I showed you, and you're like, okay, I kind of like these.
I like this one better
than all of the boys'. And I spent the rest of the night feeling a little bit salty about that. Because how did you not like the boys?
Okay, to be honest, The Boys is a whole lot better than that song you showed me. Sorry. Random song.
It's okay to not like a song. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't believe you didn't like any of the boys'. I was very shocked. Because I remember watching, it was like the K-Con thing, I think. And then you said...
I am so sorry.
You said that, and then I don't know, I feel like it was a few hours after that, then I started showing you their music videos, and then I would be like, oh, there's Eric, because he was the most memorable to you at the time because of what you said.
I'm so sorry.
You also, I remember when you were like, Sarah, I finally found another K-pop group that I like, and it was The Rose.
So it was The Rose and then probably The Boys.
The Rose you found by yourself.
Yeah, that was autoplay.
Mm-hmm.
autoplay.
Autoplay is good sometimes. We were gonna wrap up with for me, it's my favorite groups. For you, it's kind of your most listened to.
My favorite groups and the ones I listen to the most.
And mine's kind of like that, but I listen to a whole lot more groups, so I didn't go on a whole tirade with it.
Mine's not in order.
Mine, the first 5 are. Okay, I wrote them down. That way, hopefully I don't forget anyone. So, BTS, NCT, The Boys and Very Very are tied at 3rd and 4th. And then 5th is Treasure. And then Extraordinary Heroes, EPEX, Gravity, and Hypen, TXT, and my favorite girl group is Twice. So I put them on there too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So mine, BTS,
Yeah.
Stray Kids, The Boys, Very Very, The Rose, One We, One Us, TXT, and my boy 10.
He's his own group himself.
And we would like to have an honorable mention, Forestella.
We only know one song.
Yeah.
But that song is so amazing.
It pulls at your heart.
It's called Save Our Lives.
Save Our
Lives. We'll go watch it.
Yeah, the only reason why we know them is because we were looking online and we were like, wow, that's a cool light stick. Whose light stick is that? And they had only been debuted like 3 months before. That was amazing.
Like the music video? Watch the music video.
Watch the music video. I cried.
And crank it up.
Crank it.
It really gets you.
And watch the Mama Awards where they performed. Cried again.
We don't really know why we are
Like,
so.
They have a hold on us.
Because we don't know anything about them really. Just the one song. But that song just hits. It really does.
Yeah, it's amazing. Forestella!
Fighting for you. Anyways, do we have anything else?
Forestella. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you outro us out?
I don't know. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you made it this far, good on ya.
We don't blame you if you didn't.
Bye.
We're gonna try to leave stuff in because we want it to be less cutty.
Oh, sorry.
Cutty? Less
Cutty.
cuts. We might have to cut that out.
We ordered as Megatron and Gordon Ramsay. It was both amazing and embarrassing and hilarious. Because the first time I had to go up and say that, like, he asked for the name and I was like, oh, Megatron.
You were red. Very red.
And that's not uncommon for me. I go red so fast. I don't mean, it's so embarrassing. And then it was the burrito I made was amazing. So I decided on the way, like for the road, I would make another one. And that time I ordered as Gordon R. And then when our food was ready, the guy behind the counter yells, Gordon Ramsay? I laughed so hard and ran out.
And you were red again.
Red again.
Because
But again, the burrito was amazing. But yeah. I still had to look at. I still could not figure out who they were.
It's fine.
I found time.
Chittafon. The boys sledgehammered it down.
Yeah, they did. They sledged hard.
Ugh.
Thanks, my boys.
With a Z.
Z with a Z. Z.
I thought you were gonna do your jelly again.
Oh, I was very, very wrong.
Song of the night.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.